Think about this for a moment. What's the worst thing that could happen if you don't have a good realtor when buying a house? Well, you could lose your earnest money deposit worth thousands of dollars. You could lose out on the house you love, or you might close on a house only to realize later it's a money pit. But that doesn't have to happen to you. Let's talk about how to find a realtor, and not just any realtor, but a realtor that has your back. If you're new here, thank you for joining in. My name is Andrew Finney, and I'm an active real estate agent in Las Vegas, Nevada. My passion is to help you make sense of real estate. Over the years, I've put my experience as a top real estate agent to work for my many satisfied clients and for you in the hundreds of videos I've made about home buying, home selling, real estate investing, and home ownership. This is to give you insider knowledge of what to expect so you can succeed with your real estate goals. Let's get after it. Just a quick heads up, this is the third video of 7 in the How Not to Get Screwed Buying a House series. The best way not to get screwed buying a home is by knowing what to expect and what to watch out for moving forward. Just a quick recap of what we're talking about in this series. Video 1, why getting SOS leads to SOS. Video 2, simplifying the home buying process step by step. Video 3, how to find the right real estate agent and loan officer for you. Video 4, how to get a home loan. Video 5, important questions to ask before buying a house. Video 6, how to know your all-in costs when buying a home. And video 7, the importance of contingencies in your offer. I'll put together an 8th video afterwards for everyone that wants to go for gold in the special marathon version. Okay, so lean in with me. Here we go. Topic number 3, how to find a realtor and a loan officer that's gonna work hard for you. Step number 1, think about who you know, like, and trust. When's the last time you had a really amazing experience working with someone? What stands out to you the most? Now let me ask you this, when's the last time you had an awful experience working with someone? What comes to mind? If you're like most of us, you've had both experiences. So how do you choose the people you'd like to work with? If it's someone like your dentist, barber, hairstylist, CPA, or another service provider, what keeps you coming back to them? Is it because you got to know them better and enjoy how passionate they are about providing a great service to you? Perhaps you might even like them, which is certainly understandable and even natural if they're doing such a great job for you, right? And if you do know and like them, would you say you trust them? If you're going back to them and you need their service, I think the answer is yes. At least it is for me. Now, how do those examples tie into real estate and finding the right buyer's agent for you? One that's going to go the distance to really help you. Here's the deal. In my real estate practice in Las Vegas, Nevada, I've had the privilege to help close to 200 people and counting buyers sell their homes over the past 7.5 years of being a real estate agent. I earned their trust and they awarded me with over 125-star reviews. So why am I sharing this with you? Because by working with those wonderful people that bought or sold homes with me, I found they all share common ground for what means the most to them working with people, in this case, a realtor. I'm sharing this with you to help you make a well-informed decision about the realtor you choose to work with. This is the person who will help you and guide you to buy what is most of our biggest purchase in our lifetimes, our home. So it's time to gain some clarity here. What exactly would you expect from the agent you choose to work with? And what questions come to your mind that you'd want to ask? Okay, now that you have that in your mind, write that down. There's probably at least a couple of thoughts that came to mind pretty quick. Like, I want an agent that's going to work hard to help me buy my new home and represent my best interest. Someone that will take the time to answer my questions and not treat me like a commission check. Let's be honest, commission breath in any industry is just nasty. It's gross. So that raises a question. What type of real estate agent will be the most helpful to you? A listing agent, a new home agent, or your own buyer's agent? That's a great point. So let's unpack it together. Step number 2 is to understand the differences between a buyer's agent, a listing agent, and a new home agent. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been to an open house and you kind of feel pressured by the agent hosting the open house? Or perhaps you've gone into new home construction to scope out the models and felt like the agent was just hovering around you and kind of lurking around? In both cases, the agents are probably asking you a lot of questions. It feels like it's an interrogation about your time frame to buy, your financials, why you're moving, and want you to sign a registration card to get more information about a house you might or might not even have any interest in. Have you thought about why this happens? Whose best interest are they representing? Yours or the seller's? Now think of the difference if you have your own buyer's agent with you, working only for your best interest, whether it's a resale home or a new home. Can you feel the pressure lifting now? Doesn't it feel good knowing you have someone there with you that knows the home buying process and that has your back? A common mistake people make is walking into an open house or a new home community without their own buyer's agent. Sometimes people think they'll get a better deal if they work directly with the listing agent or the builder's agent, but in reality, that couldn't be further from the truth. Consider this: what happens if push comes to shove during the closing process? Who do you think they're going to side with more, you or the seller? So let's quickly review the difference between a buyer's agent versus a listing agent and a builder's agent. A buyer's agent works only for you, not the seller or the builder. As such, a buyer's agent is going to shoot straight with you, both the good and the bad, not just a highlight reel of all the reasons you should buy a specific house because it's like heaven on earth. Yeah, okay. In short, your buyer's agent will uphold your best interest first and foremost and be honest with you, even when it's not easy. A listing agent works for the seller just like a new home agent works for the builder. In the case of a listing agent, the seller hired him or her to sell their home. In the case of a new home agent, they are actually employees of the builder. Both the listing agent and the new home agents have a shared purpose. Their primary interest is in selling the house, period. After all, that's what they were hired to do. Whether that's with you or someone else, it doesn't matter to them. They are only concerned with selling the house. Think about this for a moment. If they work for the seller and you work directly with them, how are they going to be able to uphold the best interest of both the seller and buyer at the same time? Let that one sink in for a moment. That's a paradox, isn't it? It's impossible to uphold two competing interests at the same time without becoming more neutral to the overall situation or potentially giving favor to one side or the other. Is that what you really want? An agent that is neutral to your best interest? It's something to think about, and it's something to consider. In real estate, when an agent is representing both the buyer and the seller, it's called dual agency, and you'd be very wise to pay extremely close attention to how that works if you're going to go down that dark rabbit hole. It'd probably be a lot easier just to have your own buyer's agent upholding your best interest, wouldn't it? Just a thought. On a side note real quick, if you're getting value out of this video, would you let me know by tapping the thumbs up, please? Thank you. To get more videos like this one, please remember to subscribe and tap the bell icon to get notified of the next video. Awesome. Thank you so much. Now let's get back to it. Regardless of whether you're buying or selling a home, your agent works for you and your best interest. A pro tip here is to ensure you have your own buyer's agent working for you and your best interest. But how do you find a good buyer's agent, and what do you look for in an agent anyways? That brings us to step number 3, what to look for in a buyer's agent. In short, what you want to do is Google the agent and check their ratings, reviews, and past sales performance. In reality, it's pretty simple to do. I mean, we Google everything else, don't we? So why not Google the agent that's going to help you buy your new home worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars in some cases? Seems like a no-brainer to me, but the real question is, what do you think about it? So to better help you wrap your mind around this, let's go over a quick example of what Googling an agent might look like. In this case, I'll be the guinea pig for this example just to keep everything on the up and up. The awesome news is this is quick and easy to do, or you can spend your time diving deep. The choice is yours. All the same, I'm going to share with you how to gain sniper level focus to quickly get clarity on the right agent for you. As an added benefit of learning this process, you can apply the same techniques to finding a great loan officer. So lean in with me. Here we go. Step number 1 is to go to Google. Step number 2 is to type in a couple of key search phrases like the agent's name, city, and the phrase real estate agent and see what happens. If for some reason that doesn't work, try the agent's name and a phrase like real estate agent. What we're doing in this step is discovering the agent's online presence. This is key, especially in today's tech age. A good agent will have at least a few links to them, like their real estate website and reviews. Step number 3, we want to look specifically for the ratings and reviews, like a potential Google business page or a Zillow profile, or any others that have stars in the search results. Quick heads up, getting off the Zillow bandwagon much sooner than later will serve you well. The agents on Zillow are advertising on the site, and that means they may or may not be the best agents for you. Follow the steps we're going over now to find out. Step number 4, click on any search result that has reviews. For instance, let's start with the Google reviews. You can pop them up, check the ratings, and read a few reviews. Next, what other ratings and reviews can you find? Now, I've had a Zillow profile since I started in real estate in late 2013, so let's take a peek at those reviews too. It's important to note that not every realtor will have a Zillow profile. Zillow has progressively been getting more aggressive towards real estate agents, resulting in a lot of mixed emotions from real estate agents about Zillow. All the same, a great realtor will have client reviews that can easily be found following the first 4 steps. If they do have a Zillow profile, then you'll be able to quickly view an agent's bio, their past sales performance that Zillow has tracked, and by the way, it's common on Zillow some past sales, especially new home construction, might be missing from an agent's profile, so just keep that in mind. Scrolling down, you'll be able to see the client ratings and reviews for the agent. Step number 5. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're a first-time homebuyer, it's probably a really good idea to work with an experienced agent. An experienced agent will help 12 or more people buy or sell their home annually. You'll know how many people an agent helps on average by looking at an agent's past sales performance. Now, if you're an experienced homebuyer, let's say this is your 3rd or 4th home that you're buying, then perhaps you want to pay it forward to help an agent that's just getting started. After all of us as people in any industry, real estate agents included, start at 0 and don't get our start until someone gives us the opportunity to show what we can do. If you follow the pro tips in this video and what comes next, you'll know if you're working with the right agent for you or not. Step number 6, now that you know where to find the reviews, take a few moments and read through the reviews. This can be very helpful since these reviews are from real clients that have actually worked with the agent. By the way, reviews like this on Google and Zillow are not paid reviews. They are verified and validated by the site they are on. In real estate, each review represents an actual person an agent has helped with their real estate goals, like buying or selling a house. Step number 7, just a quick heads up here. There's an up-and-coming site called Pure Reputation. It's not available in all areas just yet. All the same, I think it's really cool and I wanted to share it with you. Pure Reputation is just like it sounds. This site will show you the ratings for an agent from other real estate agents. It's a fascinating concept. Think about it for a moment. How would your peers review you at work? Would they consider you someone that is knowledgeable and easy to work with, or something else? I told you it was an interesting concept. All the same, check it out. It'll also show a map of the past sales over the past 12 months for an agent, and if they have any reviews on Zillow, it'll show you a handful of those too. You can quickly check out an agent's exact sales stats by clicking the agent qualification letter. The agent qualification letter shows an agent's recent, in other words in the last 12 months, sales volume, transaction count, and kudos from other agents. In my humble opinion, it's pretty interesting stuff and one I thought you'd like too. I'm excited to see how Pure Reputation grows in the future and further innovates themselves moving forward. For now, the link is in the description of this video if you want to check it out. That brings us to step 8. Now that you know more about your prospective buyer's agent, if you're feeling comfortable with what you're seeing and learning from your research, then it's time to get in touch. So go back to Google and click on the agent's website, check it out, and create a profile on their site, and that real estate agent will be reaching out to you very soon. It's that easy. On a quick side note, drop me a line in the comments if you'd like me to make a video about the questions to ask a buyer's agent. Okay, cool. So let's get back to it. We've talked a lot about real estate agents to this point, but what about loan officers? If you're planning on getting a home loan, then you'll need a great loan officer to help you get the best home loan for you. So you might be wondering, how do you do that exactly? Well, here's the great news. The same steps we just went through to help you find a great buyer's agent are the same steps to take to find a great loan officer to review your home loan options. Here's a quick example. Go to Google and type in the loan officer's name you're thinking about working with and the phrase loan officer. To bring this example to life, let's see how it works in action. Let's use the loan officer I work with a lot in Las Vegas, Nevada to help homebuyers as the guinea pig for this one. His name is Bill Marion with New American Funding. By the way, super cool guy, and he's probably going to give me a really hard time for this one. Just kidding. He's a great guy and he's a lot of fun to work with. Look for his ratings and reviews. Take a look and read through a few. Then get in touch if you feel good about what you see. Do that with any loan officer you're thinking about working with. At the end of the day, it really is that simple to find a great real estate agent to uphold your best interest and a great loan officer to help you with your home loan. So now that you know more about how this works, just be sure to set yourself up for success by taking a few minutes to learn more about the people that are your key players on your home buying team. The people that will help you buy your own home worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars in some cases. Okay, so real quick, what's your aha moment from this video? Drop your aha moment in the comments below. Thank you. All right, now let's get back to it. On a side note, just something to consider moving forward. There's much more to a home loan than just a sexy interest rate. There's service, knowledge, and skill that's needed to help you choose the right home loan for you and to help you understand how the home loan works for your situation. That process begins with finding the right loan officer to work with, a real person, one that lives in your city, not some large tech company that likely has no clue about any potential niche home loans in your area or the ins and outs of closing a home loan where you live. Buying a home and getting a home loan is about treating you with respect and dignity, not like some kind of 1-800 take a number, we'll contact you back when we feel like it, unless that's your thing. I know it's definitely not my thing, but to each their own, right? Okay, whatever. At the end of the day, this is why if you don't take the time to learn about buying a house, it's easy to get lost and get screwed in the process. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to you. The best way not to get screwed buying a home is by knowing what to expect and what to watch out for moving forward. Taking a few minutes here to get this right will save you a lot of heartache moving forward and give you peace of mind as you feel the comfort and confidence that comes with making well-informed decisions to buy your new home when the time is right for you. There's so much more to the home buying process than meets the eye. So much more your realtor, lender, and title officer are doing for you. That's why getting the right players on your home buying team is critically important. Talking about home loan options, with so many out there with names like FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans, what does it all mean? And how do you find the right one for you? Which one is going to help you the most? And how do you get a mortgage anyways? Well, if you're ready to find out, click here. Or click here to go for gold in the marathon version of this series. Either way, the choice is yours. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.